Let's do this because I've got to leave a little bit early today. I'm meeting someone in Bella Vista, Arkansas, to trade cash for fish and shrimp. So I'm going to meet this guy. This guy lives in Oklahoma. He lives about 2 hours away. I said, I'll split it with you. So I'm going to go make that drive. I have to be there at 2, so we'll be done at about 12:45. How y'all doing? Tampa, Tom, fishing first year. Chewy, great having you here. It's all good in the hood. Lots going on in the fish room. Tampa, Tom. Yep, it's all good. So let's see, what else can I say? We're just getting stuff done. I finally have a lot of pleco fry. I mean, I've added up, and it's tough to get them all because some can be under driftwood, and I have a big chunk of lava rock in the tank with the shrimp plus the other shrimp cave, or not the with and oh, excellent. Well, good. We all hate not having internet. So my I'm still in the middle of my trials. All of a sudden, last Saturday, I went to why we didn't have a live stream is that I had a wacky I had a wacky when it's all said and done. I all of a sudden, well, there was a fish table sale in Arkansas, and one of the guys who was there felt bad that he couldn't get more shrimp or couldn't get shrimp from me because my shrimp were gone in 5 minutes. So he decided he wanted swordtail guppies. And he wanted them in a certain type of way. So I set him up. He wanted a dozen. I probably gave him about 16 swordtail guppies. He got some fry in on the deal. So he'll have a good group to build up a couple of colonies to get with what he's trying to do with them. Vinny the Mooch, how are you? So, do you know what, Chewy? I do, and let me tell you what I know about India. Is that I went to Catholic elementary school in suburban Minneapolis, and the nuns were all from India. Maria Z, what's up? So so the nuns were from India. So we heard lots of stories about India. And at the time, I'll tell you the one thing, for whatever reason, Mike, and this is Minnesota, and Catholic communities, while Catholics can be, any background, etc. Um, in the Twin Cities, it was very heavily, Susan, how are you? Very heavily Irish Catholic. There were some Polish Catholics, French Catholics. I came from a French Catholic background. And literally, when they would do, like St. Patrick's Day, raise your hand if you're Irish. I was like the only kid who wasn't Irish. So yeah, I had to keep. Yeah, the nuns were they were something. Yeah, there's a lot of endangered species, especially those rhinos in India. Yeah, I got a haircut. My next door neighbor, he is had a. Thank you very much, Vinny. I appreciate it. So my neighbor, when I got my hair cut like this 6 months ago, he didn't have a girlfriend living with him, so now he has a girlfriend living with him, and she saw me. She goes, "Wow, you really got your hair cut." And I said, "Yep, I get a cut every 6 months, whether I need it or not, until I get a girlfriend, and she'll tell me what I'm doing with my hair." So Susan, what's going on, buddy? I've been so busy. It's just been crazy. So last weekend went to a table sale, which was great. Sold a lot of stuff. I could have sold more. I didn't have a chance to bag them up because I looked at my checking account and found out someone had charged at the Safeway $465.28. So I had to cancel my debit card. My new debit card, by the way, has not arrived yet. So I'm like going to the bank to get cash. It's great. And yeah, I'll tell you is that the process of going through that. So I had to wait for it to clear. Now the good news is it cleared on Tuesday for less money. It went from $465 to $41 and some odd cents. So my guess is that the people who ordered it ordered stuff for pickup, and when I called them, it flagged it. But they also ordered stuff online, like gift cards. And my guess is I'm paying for the gift cards. So once it cleared up, I had to call my bank, put in a dispute. Great. So so that's where I'm at. My debit card is supposed to be here in 5 business days. The 5th business day was yesterday, hadn't arrived yet. So tomorrow, and I'm home usually when mail usually is delivered about 2 o'clock, and I'm usually here at that time. So yeah, so that's sort of exciting. Getting ready for your newsletter to publish. Anyone want to send their loved ones in the newsletter memorial section? Email photo and first name to Susan at slcaquatics.org. Fantastic, Susan. Yeah. By the way, Vinny, I don't know if there are any moments where I look all that good. So, give you an idea. I have a fairly dry sense of humor, and for my Christmas gifts, for my sister and her husband, they have 3 kids, and my brother and his wife, they don't have any kids. So I've got to get Christmas gifts for them. And so here's what I have tried. Here's what I think I'm doing. Mainly, and yeah, this is not going to come across nearly as thoughtful as one would ever think. I'm going to send them pictures of my fish in a 5x7 in 5x7 in a frame. Or I may take pictures of myself. I don't know, but I'm working it out. But they're all going to get the same one. Every one of them. Just out of just mainly because they're going to open up and they're going to go, huh? What'd you get? I got the same thing. And it's all about having fun. Let's be honest here. I have a nephew and niece in college. Having their uncle there to make sure they behave is all good. All in tanks. What's up? Welcome to the live stream. So so I get to I have the fish all bagged up, ready to go. So I'll go deliver them to a guy named Brantley in Bella Vista. So yeah, it's all good. So Bolo's here hanging out. Jesse, what's up? Do I play you in Fantasy Fish Fam? I think I'm getting Alien World Aquatics. There's a group of us who are, and I got invited into this, which was very nice. Fish Fam Fantasy Football. 12 teams. Jesse's one of them. Chattanooga Ed is there. I think I'm playing Alien World Aquatics, which is great. Yep, I'm playing Alien World. I kicked your butt a few weeks ago. Let me tell you what. I'm like in 3rd place. And if you go on by how many points I've scored, I should really be in, because I have scored a total of 1,081 points. I'm in third place, alone in third place. Okay. If you go on to how many points per week and all that sort of stuff, or I've scored, excuse me, 1,189. Okay, if you go through here, I was looking at points again. It's 1,189. So if you go down the list, I really should be in 10th place. I have gone out, actually ninth place. I would be ahead of Jesse, Aquamate, and Fish Room Fever. I know. I need to get stickers. That's why I did this. Number one, I'll tell you what. I have thought of updating my logo, but I've kept my logo the way it is because our buddy Carlos at DPK, he went and adjusted it, and he went and did it, and so I just haven't done the stickers yet, and I probably need to. The Noxky tanks, what up? So I need to get stickers. I have, I have a bunch of people's stickers. I have, all the, I've got Michael's Fish Room. I've got Aquarium Co-op. I've got Corvus's. I've got Sergeant Tanks. I have Mary at RN H2Os. Thank you very much, Susan. And so I have a bunch of people that are in my that I've got their stickers. I think I have Jadron Aquatics. I have a bunch of them, and I need to get stickers, and I'd send them out to anybody who'd want them, but I haven't done it yet, so I will. So what am I drinking? You may be asking. Diet Dr. Pepper. Yeah, like it's a swag that the music industry has known a lot about for a long time. Yeah, getting stickers off of flight cases. Yep, no, I get it. Off of suitcases. You use Jason? I should just contact him. Doug Gray, the lifetime conservator of the David Childress Memorial Library, Peter Thiel. Yeah, so I guess I'll have to reach out to Jason and get them done as well. So I, just because of my love for DPK, I, and I've thought of updating my logo, but I have respect. DPK did that for me. It's a nice logo. I was just thinking of something different. And so it's and so I probably he'll have to, just I'll use that one because I really like him. Will do. I'll get him out. So you like my logo? Yeah, well, maybe I keep with my logo. You know how it goes. It's yeah, so let's see what's going on in the fish room this week. I don't know. I've got all sorts of super red pleco fry. I added up nearly 40 of them yesterday, which is fantastic. Wear a fedora on the live stream. You know what? I need to get a fedora. I have a Fez, which is at the office, by the way. John Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics. Hey, John, I'm sorry I didn't see you yet. I know that you must have had something come up. was a great time at that table sale in in Fayetteville. But they say that the deal is the first hour it was jumping, then it sort of fell off. I sold a bunch of stuff. Um, I came back with one bag of swordtail guppies. And I'll tell you what, I met the guy who sells a lot of stuff on Aquabid, Chard 56, who lives near Yellville, he said, and really a great guy. He came in and he goes, "Are there any tables?" And I'd already sold a bunch of my stuff. Yeah, Richard. Richard's a nice guy. And so Richard came in and he goes, "There aren't any tables left?" I said, "Hey, I've almost sold all my stuff." I said, "Let's split the price of the table." So he set up on the half table. He didn't bring any guppies with him. And he brought a lot of bettas. And let me tell you what, extraordinary bettas. And no, I didn't come home with any. Believe me, I was thinking of it. Yeah, nice guy. And he brought angelfish, bettas. He didn't bring any guppies with him. He does keep guppies. The shrimp I could have brought, I was the only person who brought shrimp, and they were gone within the first 15 minutes. I think two of them were gone in the first 5. They said, "You have shrimp?" Yep. Okay. One person bought a couple of bags worth. I could have brought a bunch of more bags of them. So yeah, pins are the deal is pins aren't that stickers have sort of become the commodity. Political campaigns. Oh, I'll tell you what, John. I bet you beginning to end there had to be at least 75 to 100 people, and it was really busy. But um, they said afterwards, the Michaels, Hollingsworth, and Gaines said, they probably should have done it a week before because last Saturday was the opening of gun hunting season for deer, and so that's a big deal in Arkansas. So a lot of people were out deer hunting. Did you go deer hunting, John, or were you dealing with were you hanging out with your little buddy doing family stuff? Yeah, it was a great group of people. I wish it's I I can't wait for this. I can't wait for the vaccine to come, and thank God it looks like they've got it. And there's a couple of different options, and I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to be more normal. I know this is something for all of us. Ooh, a UFO abducting a guppy. It's all good, John Oliver. Don't worry, we can't make all these things. So it was it was a nice time. Do you know the couple? And my mind just went blank. Oh, Steve and Gina, and I believe they live in Hot Springs, and they have a bunch of different fish, and I don't believe they keep guppies. I forget what they keep off the top of my head, but they're really nice people. Doug Gray, I try not to go anywhere that people want me to show up to. So in my area has been off of a mask mandate since August. And all of a sudden, boom, it blew up. And the hospitals requested the community. I live in a burb, and the burb it just put out that thing saying that um, they put out a thing saying, please wear a mask and socially distance. Joplin, which is sort of like the big town, it's I live in the burbs of Joplin, which is really not a city in itself, but I live in the burbs, and it was they went on one yesterday, and I've been wearing a mask anyways for a couple of reasons. Number one is that I have a sibling and a nephew that are cancer survivors, and even though they're over cancer, etc., their immune systems have been seriously compromised. And you can say, well, isn't that for them to care for? Yeah, I care about other people. Who knows if the person in line next to you, who will probably be wearing a mask, is not a cancer survivor? You don't. So I do this out of just pure thinking of others. And so I am. I can't wait to be able to go somewhere without the damn mask. It's just crazy. But it is what it is. So, and I'm an adult. And again, what I find interesting, by the way, is that last couple of months we've not been under any mask mandate in my area, and it's seemingly, and again, I hate to be judgmental, but let me be. Oh, Diet Dr. Pepper, everybody. Let me be a little judgmental. Seemingly, when you go to the store, or you're running errands or what have you, the people, Rico Stan, what's up? The people that should be wearing masks are not. And the people that shouldn't, it probably wouldn't hurt if they weren't wearing masks. They are. So I don't quite get it. Hey, thank you very much, John. I'd love to see it. Yeah, so let's see here. So, yeah, I've got a lot of junk done around the fish room. It's just, it's a never-ending deal. You went to his place like 10 months ago. The one thing I want to get from him, and I've not tried it out, and I think it would be kind of neat to try. Have any of you guys done grindle worms? My problem with the micro worms, oh my God, it's the cultures begin to smell like death. Now, some people said, well, it's better if you do it with Rice Krispies instead of like oatmeal. They go, you crush up Rice Krispies and you put in a little water. And before you know it, you have all sorts of micro worms. I'll just tell you that they smelled like death. So that was my problem with them. Now, do you use oatmeal, mashed potato mix, or Rice Krispies, John? Oatmeal culture smell like a Subaru, oddly. Yeah, there you go. Think all nematodes are like that, Select Pet? Oh, you use oatmeal? Yeah, it just ends up smelling like death. And Daryl Deemer, how are you? And at some point, I'm going to get out and I'm going to meet some ladies. And I'm going to want to bring them over to my house. See the fish. It's like an angle. Hey, I have 30 aquariums. You want to see them? And I have a cute dog. So I have coming up, I have like several days off in a row. And well, I've done a lot of unpacking. I've been here since, okay, I finished moving in like March 23rd and just went from there. Yeah, Daryl Deemer, look at this. Who else is here? Say hi. I know there's some lurkers, and I appreciate lurking, and go from there. So we start a little early today, and we're going to end a little early because I've got to drive to Bella Vista, Arkansas, to meet someone to exchange fish for money and shrimp for money. So it's so let's see here. Bolo is in my lap. Anthony's fishy friends. How are you doing? Thank you very much, Tiffany. I appreciate it. It's hey, it's just down a freeway and back, and it'll good to get me out of the house. And I've got to pick up my Thanksgiving turkey. I've got to pick stuffing. On the stuffing front, do you guys prefer cornbread stuffing or bread stuffing? No, I'm a Yankee. I'm from the north. So I like bread stuffing. I did not, Chewy. Good to know. Oh, you're working, Anthony? Be careful on climbing those poles. I'm not gonna do a turducken. I'm gonna get the smallest turkey I can find because I like the whole turkey. Because it's just me. It's just me. And Bolo doesn't get any people food ever. I agree with you. Bread stuffing's the best. Rico Stan likes all types of stuffing. So here's what I do: is that I get the turkey. I have to get it. Um, I'll probably do it tomorrow because then I can just put it in the fridge and let it to thaw. And dressing. Select best dressing. And so here's how I go through and create. I get an apple, a real good hard apple. Macintosh works really well because it's very tart, and you cut it up into little pieces and you mix it in. I boil for an hour the giblets with some amazing uh, giblets with the amazing like a bay leaf or two, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic. Let it do its thing. I get the garlic paste, which I really like. Jeffrey Dahmer started out that way, actually. Oh, there you go. Totally, Tiffany. So here's how I do it. Get the big mixing bowl. I throw in there. I mix in some water, etc. But I also do this. I boil up and don't have it all the way ready, some wild rice. And I mix that in as well. And put it, the apples. I cut up the giblets, finally cut those, and throw those in. And like the heart and the liver. Not that's basically what you can do. And there you go. Rico Stan, that's exactly correct. Very correct. Big J's Fish Keeper. Yeah, it's you know, if I get invited someone and people are serving me food, I'm here's why you don't ever want me as a guest at any holiday extravaganza, and I'll just tell you the truth. No, I don't get drunk, and no, I don't pick fights with people or anything like that. I will stand over the hors d'oeuvres and the appetizers. I will go to town on them. That's good to know. Good to know, Chewy. And so, yeah, so I get that all mixed up and I stuff it into the bird real good. And I put some butter inside the bird, just maybe okay. I'll put a stick of butter inside, and inside before I put the stuffing in, I coat the outside of my turkey. Um, and I haven't found it. I have to look around see if I can find it. Caesar Cardini's pesto pasta salad dressing, and I rub it. If I can't find that, I get a good Italian salad dressing and rub down the bird and pour it on the inside. It adds a tart flavor. Then I add a little bit of Lowry's on top of it. I love Lowry's. You know why? It's got paprika, and so I get that all set up, and I toss that in the oven. And Caesar Cardini does sound like a mob lawyer, but no, the best Caesar salad dressing that you can find at a grocery store. But I use the pesto pasta on top. It's just what I do. Throw it in the oven, 325, no muss, no fuss. Wait for the thing to be done. And watch a lot of football. Posiwi, how are you? Hey, you missed out. Our buddy Doug Gray had an epic Subaru joke, so you're gonna want to get back and read that because it was. Oh, it's well, Doug, I'll let you retell this. Guppy boy, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Jesus. No, I was joking about how worm cultures smell like death, and it's just not my deal. I love the idea, and someone said Rice Krispies, and it doesn't smell like death. Allie, Sean, guppy stuffing. Yeah, that's Doug. You cut up, you boil up the guppies and slice them into the stuffing. Yeah, we got a good crew here today. 17 here, 14 thumbs up. Thank you, gang. Um, so I've got so once I get that in, um, normally what I have done as you know, it's just me. So it's not like I worry about all this stuff too much. Um, so once I get it done, sometimes I'll do a potato on the side. I'll do a salad. That's it. I'm ready to go. Then I freeze up the turkey and have it for weeks and months to come. And I'll tell you what, cold turkey the next day, and I like frying it up with a pan. And with breakfast, have it with eggs. Yeah, that's good. Axolotl eggs to taste. Yes. Hat-Trick Farm, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Get a reminder, gang, I'm going to tuck out here in about 35 minutes because I got to go to Bella Vista, Arkansas but we'll be right from there. Um, White worms don't smell since you use original Cheerios. You know what? I didn't do white worms. I did banana worms, micro worms. I think I did white. They all smelled like hell. I don't know. Maybe it's my nose. VB23. What's up? So yeah, once I get the turkey done, I slice it up. I eat like a pig. Then I have to quickly get it up, and I usually put it in large bags. And I don't have the patience. This is going to tell you a little bit because I have too much going on in my life. Um, yeah, just amazing stuff. And is Dr. Fish in Thailand the same as Father Fish here, Chewy? By the way, I felt sorry for you and I felt sorry for Jess. That guy just went off on you on that live stream. It was just unbelievable. Can someone send him Pamprin? Okay. That was a joke, you know. You have so much going on in your life that you probably watched 6 episodes of Ancient Aliens yesterday. I watched 3 when I got home from work. I got home from work, made dinner, drank a beer, and watched some Ancient Aliens. I eventually got bored of Ancient Aliens. I'd seen some of the episodes before, and so I listened to music. And then about I don't know about 8:30, I got back into watching more Ancient Aliens. Schmidt's beer. Yeah, it's it's if you like beer, we're sort of in sort of like peak beer time. There's so many different types of beers to try, and I usually buy a 12 pack of lousy beer like Coors Light or something like that. Then I get like 12 really good beers. So I get real tasty sort of beers, different types, and I really enjoy it. Rheingold, the official beer of the 1960s Mets. Oh, I'll tell you what, both of the places I get beer, I go to a place that, you're able to pick out your own 6 pack. And the last time I went there, like, they had a Ukrainian porter. Goodness. A porter's like a stout, but it has more of a sort of a thicker type of body. It has a little sweetness to it as well as the bitterness of a stout. And so they were out of it. I'm just going. And there was another one that I really like, and they were out of it at this place. There's a microbrew which is becoming kind of big out of Kansas City called Boulevard. And they make two different types of of they make two different types of stouts, and one's called Dark Truth, and then they do whiskey barrel stout. And whiskey barrel stout kind of has that little bit of taste like whiskey. Really, really good. Yeah, porters are delicious. My favorite porter, by the way, and for whatever reason I can't find that here, is Sierra Nevada's porter. Really good. Hey, Renee, how are you? Hey, no problem. It's just great having you here. Yeah, Yinglings in the fridge. There you go. Yeah, so my Thanksgiving, yeah, I'll do that. Slice everything up, get stuff, big things in the fridge of bird, and then I will pass out afterwards with a tryptophan type of stuff. Yeah, both of those are real good. Sierra Nevada Porter's really good. I have a pale ale in my. I got my different types of beer yesterday, and I got one Sierra Nevada pale ale, which I'll drink. Maybe I'll drink that on. Go from there. How's it going? Is is it Shoa Ebe? Welcome. Great having you here. Apologize if I mispronounced your name. You're doing a simplified Thanksgiving. I'm doing a simplified Thanksgiving. Um, is that I because my sister is concerned that her 2-year-old golden retriever would kill Bolo. Bolo is my, if you are not familiar, he is my sissy dog. He's 7 pounds. It was a gift to my ex-wife. And when we split up, I got the dog because the dog is all about his daddy. So, yeah, I'm doing the Hermit Thanksgiving, Doug Ray. So, my sister, I got invited up to Chicago, which would have been great to have done, but she thinks that it would be bad. And I'm not going to put Bolo 2, 3 days. He's got a heart condition. He's 13 years old. So there you go. Hey, Chewy, Doug Gray forwarded me a band that I didn't even know about. And Doug, you'll have to bring up their name. I have it on my deal. That it even has a greatest hits album, and I had no idea who the heck. Turkey subs for all. I'll tell you what, you get a big chunk of turkey cold. Unbelievable. You fry it up in a pan. Oh, Madrugada. Yeah, that's pretty good. Black Keys, that's good. Yeah, the Madrugada, wasn't familiar with them at all. Doug sent me a video and I'm going, okay, these guys are good. And I feel like you know, I'm a big music fan. I love listening to new music. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, he goes, yeah, they have a greatest hits album. You're finding metal bands in Thailand and India. You found a few. Excellent. Daniken Aquatics, how are you? Daniken is in this league of fish fam football players, along with Big J and Jesse with HC Aquatics, and yeah, it's and Daniken, you really should be you I think you did beat me. I think one of my losses is to you. But you should be ahead of me in the standings, mainly because I'm the luckiest man in the world. My oldest son is in quarantine right now. One of his coworkers tested positive. Yeah. No, I get it, Rico Stan. I'll tell you what. Hey, Scott's Aquatics, what's up? I'll tell you one thing that I'm scared of being put into quarantine, and I'll tell you why. I'm relatively new to this area. I don't really know anybody except for people at work. And I would be scared. I'm going, well, who's going to bring me food? And probably people at the office would do it. But still, it's like you don't want to go out and do this. Hey, any volunteers to bring me food? I'll give you cash. I know I've had people in yeah, Bree's getting hurt. Killed you last week. Absolutely. No, Daniken, I know. It's few days, still no symptoms. So we're hopefully missed it. Well, and the deal is, Rico Stan, he could have picked it up, but he's not having any symptoms. If he's in good health, there's a lot of people who've picked it up who've had no symptoms to it at all. My nephew is going to med school, and he worked in one of the COVID hospitals over the summer. And when the antibody test came out, he took the thing, and by gum, there he had the antibodies. So, and he was covered in PPE. He's pretty responsible guy, so it's not like he's out there doing crazy stuff. I think I think he was literally he was going for jogs, and because he's a runner and doing that. So the idea here is that it's a virus, anybody can get it, and with any virus, it hits people in different ways. That's why ants don't get sick. They have antibodies. God. Yeah, that's a good one, Doug. Have you used that in one of your videos yet, Doug? I haven't caught it. Taylor Ham. Taylor Ham. Oh, thanks. You used that one? Excellent. I haven't watched your video from last night yet. I'll do that. I'll do that when I get home this evening. Because I don't believe we have Ancient Aliens on. Yes, we talked fish, Renee. I'll get back to that right now. What the heck, since you brought it up. Um, I've been in the process of, I went to the table sale last weekend. It was great. Really enjoyed it. Met a lot of really cool people. I sold a bunch of shrimp. I sold some Amica Splendens. Someone asked for me to bring them, so I brought them. And I'm selling more fish today. I have to drive to. I'm meeting the guy in the middle in Bella Vista, Arkansas. So let's see what's going on. I have lots of baby super red plecos. I mean, I counted up into the mid 30s, which means I may have 40 or 50 in there. They're growing them up. I have to get veggies for them. Let's see, lots going on with the guppies, lots of babies. My Amica Splendid females, by the way, it looks like they're getting close to giving me more babies. So I'm glad I sold some and moved some out of that aquarium, which was good. Bolo, he's just it's yeah, so what else is going on in the fish room? I don't know. We've been talking about worms. I haven't done worms. I gave up on worms because they smell. But I understand vinegar eels. Vinegar eels don't smell, right? Doug, have you worked with vinegar eels, Chewy, Tiffany, Scott, Daniken? Anybody work with vinegar oil eels at all? I have not, and I've not worked with grindle worms. But grindle worms give me the impression, because they want you to put like coconut fiber, which is, go out and do that. So I'm gonna get a culture and and breed it up real nice and hopefully have a bunch. Yeah, the vinegar eels thing. Worm cultures and politicians. They both stink. Who knew? Yeah, you know what? If I had a spare $275,000, I wouldn't be getting Alex Van Halen's drum kit. It yeah, it's you'd have to be a big Van Halen fan for that. So yeah, so I'm gonna try the Grindel worms, and try and go and do that. So that's good. Um, yeah, it's a good idea, Renee. And she looks like may have a sensitive nose. Yeah, I do a lot of frozen foods. In fact, I have to go and pick up more uh, frozen Daphnia and frozen Cyclops. I like those very much. I really appreciate those. It I do not have. I guess I shouldn't. I have some memorabilia, but not a ton. It's starting feeding frozen Daphnia, frozen brine shrimp. Yeah, excellent, Renee. You have is this Armenia blender? You have yet to set it up. Yeah, I'd like to see how I hear how that works. I've seen that, and it just I have not gone there. By the way, speaking of music trivia, just for a second, and I have no idea where this is, and I hope I still have it. I actually have a backstage pass lanyard to go to a private party, and with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I prefer Hornwort, but I have not worked with Water Sprite. Doug Gray works with Water Sprite. The one thing I do not like that much, uh, and and you know, Omega One has frozen Daphnia. That's the one I get. Cyclops and BBS. Yeah, that's right. I get it from Omega One. It's very dense, and I usually put it in in a specimen container with obviously some conditioned water, and I allow it to defrost. And then I pour a little bit in each tank. You bought tier 2 liter hatchers from Gemco. Yeah, that's my next step because I have enough aquarium set up where I have to go and do that. William Pridemore. And by the way, there's this one. I've seen a couple of brine shrimp hatchers, and I've seen a couple of fish fam people go through and demonstrate how they work. And there's the one which is like a box, and you put fresh water at the top, apparently, and apparently the shrimp babies just swim up to it because there's light. You're not hatching enough. That's like for me, that's somebody who has a few tanks and just want to add that as as a supplement to the diet instead of a main component to the diet. The other one that I have seen, and I don't quite understand, is and again, sort of works like this other one, that it's more of a supplement for your fish, not to go through it. It's this weird sort of like maze. It's like the maze hatchery, which I don't quite get it. Yes, I will be selling more, Anthony. Um, I'll hit you up. It's I have plenty of swordtails for sale. I have the two mixes that I'm doing, and that are sword. One is the swordtail Roebuck Red Cross, which I think is really kind of cool. And then I have this other one that I did with a half red blonde cobra crossed with guppies and with swordtail guppies, and they're pretty neat. They look kind of like swordtails, but are snake skins, but they're beginning to get sword tails as generations go on. Grab 3 of those large marina boxes. Crystal, how are you? Great having you here. And again, gang, I'm gonna be here for about another 10 minutes because I gotta get out. I gotta get out of town to go meet someone to exchange fish for cash. The thing I look for, and because I do heaters, even with the large amount of aquariums, my 10 gallons, I get the Aqueon preset 50-watt heaters, and I have gotten them off of Amazon for as cheap as like $6.75. I think the last bunch I purchased, I think I paid a total of like I think I paid $8 for them. It was all good. It was all good indeed. Yeah, it's to go out and look for the right stuff. Yeah, it's I really like by the way, Doug Gray, everything I've gotten from Ken's Fish has been really, really good. I have some spirulina algae flakes for the Yamika splendens, which I occasionally will give to the guppies. And that I go and I got that from your fish stuff. I really like that as well. Egg flake, brine shrimp, bloodworm flake, spirulina. Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll give them and some of that. Yeah, it's yeah, Ken's food, you can't go wrong. Anything from Ken's Fish is actually everything I've gotten from them has been really, really good. And I'm gonna have to up my game. And the Gemco thing may be the way to do. And when I get the next fish room, which I keep talking about, I'm doing, but I haven't done. And so that's sort of the deal. Oh, I'll tell you what, egg flake is really good. Excellent. Well, I've been thinking of getting like the bug bites and getting like a pepper mill and do those in. I got my egg flake from American Brine Shrimp the last time I got an order from them. It's really good. Your fish stuff donates to your club? Yeah, you see. There you go. Um, Tiffany, you probably could. Is you probably could take the egg yolk and do that. And a lot of times people feed that to baby stuff. Yeah, Renee, you're right. It probably pollute the tank like crazy. But if you do it real small, you may be okay. Though if you're those fish I got ended up being excellent. Yeah, that's on my list here. A select pet. I'll be watching what you have going on from there. Yeah, 4 more tanks. That's it. We've heard that before, haven't we, Al kids? Yep, we sure have. In January in Davenport, Iowa, there's going to be a huge table sale up there. And I think I'm going. I think I'm going to go bring a bunch of guppies. It's Jeff from Valley Fish will be there. Tom from the Tom Endler, who does a lot of plecostomuses. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Renee, you have the best husband in the world. Yeah, fresh veggies. Yeah, I do the fresh veggies. Last couple of times I've done cucumbers. Normally I do zucchini or yellow squash. So that's the stuff. All right, gang, that's it for me. I've got to hit the road because I've got to hit the road and go and deliver some fish and shrimp to somebody. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. And go from there. It's Davenport, Iowa. I forget. I don't know what the club is, Daryl. But Tom Endler was talking about it, and I know Jeff with Valley Fish has talked about it too. So, all right, gang, have a good one. Be safe this weekend. Have a great Thanksgiving. See you Monday.